going on, everybody? Ghost Town J here. Just kind of wanted to do a ramble video with some gameplay in the background. Got things on the cranium that I'd like to speak about, as my game is lagging. Gotta love that. I kind of just wanted to talk about the state of games recently. Personally, I've been loving Elden Night Rain. I haven't played it too much, not as much as I would have liked anyway, but it's still a good game. I suppose my point of frustration, disappointment, would be they just released, or not released, but they said that Black Ops 7 is coming out already. And that frustrates the ever-living fuck out of me. Only because... why? We do not need something like that right now. Can't you guys finish with 6? Or are you guys finished with 6? I mean, if so, you guys didn't really do a good job. I'm very disappointed with Black Ops 6. Zombies was okay. I at least had a little bit of fun on that. But when it came to the multiplayer was fun. I can still at least admit that. It just felt lacking in some ways. I suppose something else that doesn't really help much is what was I gonna say? The operators and their whole like Fortnite shtick. You know, it gets really frustrating to see. Because as a person, I just want to play Call of Duty as a Call of Duty game with guns and Op 4, and you shoot the enemy and yada yada yada. Why am I running around as Donatello the fucking Ninja Turtle? Because it generates income? You're fucking Activision, and you pump out these Call of Duties like it takes no fucking money at all. You see where I'm going with this? Like, they produce dog shit. They give you slop. But on the dog shit, there's like a couple of sprinkles. And those are like the operators and everything else. They give you just enough that you're like, you know what? The game ain't that bad. I get to play as Donna fucking Tello, you know? So, and then people get comfortable with that, and they start accepting that. And then that's why it became the new fucking norm. And that's why we've had to deal with this shit. Like, there's no reason why a company should be offering an $80 fucking bundle for what, all the Godzilla and King Kong thing, like that thing that went on in Modern Warfare 3. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, ain't no way. And I mean, people are gonna spend money on it just because it has that unique stuff, because it's funny. I mean, I get it. You know, at a certain point in time, I'd do it too if I had the money and I could show off and all that stuff. But at the same time, you're defeating the purpose of what Call of Duty is, at least in my opinion. Coming from like the older games, it's like I feel like I could hop on Black Ops 1 right now and have a hell of a time. I don't need all this extra movement bullshit. I don't need Ninja Turtle. I don't need fucking the killers from Scream. I don't need all this special little shit that they keep fucking throwing out at me. I don't care. I genuinely could not give any like less of a fuck than I already do. I just want to play my fucking shooter game, have fun, hop on and play with some fucking buddies, and not have to deal with all the microtransactions and all the skins and everything else on my fucking face. Like, it's just not, it's not fun. Like, I know when GTA 6 comes out, that shit's about to be fire. You wanna know why? Because GTA, or Rockstar at the very least, at least somewhat cares about their fucking, what they're putting out. Yeah, do I agree that they need to be relying on fucking shark cards like they do? No. They pull in enough fucking revenue anyway. But, I mean, it's not like it's not like you're paying for fucking something that doesn't make sense in the world. You're buying it essentially as like a loan in game, a shark card. You get fucking money to go buy a Bugatti so that way you can look cooler in game and all your friends. Is it the greatest thing? No, but it's a lot more manageable and a lot more tolerable, at least nowadays, compared to what Activision wants to do. Activision just irritates the fuck out of me anymore. I'm done talking about that shit because it'll just get me fucking. It'll just get me more and more aggravated because it's just so dumb. But what else did I want to talk about? I guess we can jump into politics because who doesn't fucking love politics? Um, okay, I'm about to die. Gotta love Mr. El Trumpo and what he's deciding to do. I mean, to be fair, I don't really care about politics too much. I'm more of a, like, I lean towards the middle. Um, as long as what we're doing is good for the country, great, you know? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You know what? No, I'm not doing it. Oh, I didn't even realize this guy existed here. Oh. Like, actually, you know what? I got my ult. Oh, I might go do it. Oh, he was following me anyway. How do I do my ult again? Guess I ain't fucking figuring it out. Fucking Bell Baron, fucking Hunter. Uh, the stuff going on in California, I believe, right? Um, with ice and all that stuff, definitely not okay. I just need to not walk in there, but I want my runes. Um, the National Guard and the fucking streets and the Marines and all this fucking extra bullshit for what? I mean, I get there's illegals and ICE and the protests and all that, but we have a right to that. I don't, from what I've seen, I don't think we've been uh too crazy. That didn't fucking do. He hit me through the goddamn gravestone. Can I end this expedition and run it back? Um, because I'm fucking blowing chunks right now. I just feel it's unnecessary. We'll return to title menu. It just seems like a lot of movement and a lot of tax money being used for something that they're not even trained for. The Marines and the National Guard might be. I'm not too sure about that one, but if they're sending Marines in there, they don't know how to deal with civil unrest. That's what the police are trained for. They're trained for civil unrest. It just seems backwards, and I do not agree with it. Uh, I wish I could agree with some of his policies, but to be honest, I don't think I've heard of any good ones recently. Um, I mean, I sure hope he's doing fucking something good, but you never know. Okay, typical magic. And then... Okay, but what do I get? I mean, obviously I get residue fucking residue from like that since that was fire? No. Just put all this shit on. Yeah. Same level 15. Fuck it. Fuck, I can't think. Where's this thing? It's another branded. Do I do more damage? Probably. Oh, okay. I don't want to get too deep into the topic of Trump and all that stuff. It's tiring. I can't even be bothered to think about it anymore, really. Totem Stella, I think that's the one person. I can't think. Sure, why not? That would be nice for him. Sleep resistant dagger attacks? No. This is for Iron Eye. Stamina recovers with each successful attack. That's not bad. Iron Eye might be popping off, actually. What else? What else? I suppose I can talk about this game. I mean, I do wish that the crossplay was a thing. I believe that Xbox and PlayStation can play with each other, but not PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, which just seems kind of goofy. You're gonna make a co-op game, and you know everybody's gonna be on different platforms, and yet we're just gonna stick to keeping PC separate. And I mean, yeah, I guess I'm PC Master Race, so you know, just deal with it. You're already getting a better system. It's like, yeah, but I want to play with my fucking buddies. I don't want to have to play with these fuck ass randoms that are tards. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a tard too, but you know, I just feel a lot more comfortable when I actually get to play with people that I want to play with. But you know, it is what it is. Obviously, FromSoft has got some fucking wizard cooking up something, I would guess. And I suppose I do wish there was. I need to stop going there because there's nothing there. I'll go to these ruins. So far from what I've seen, because I beat the first boss. Pretty sure it was my first try. I got on and some dude fucking carried me to, you know, we did wonderful. I don't even know what the fuck just healed me. I think it was because I got too close to the grace, but ain't no way I dodged that, homeboy. You know I did. I shouldn't have wasted that, but oh well. I ain't got time to sit here and fucking fight these people. What am I doing? But yeah, I'd say that kind of lowers it with the whole co-op stuff. I mean, other than that, the game's great. I just wish there was the co-op was better. Combat's fluid, just kind of like any other fucking Elden Ring. It was fluid then, maybe a little stale in terms of how things were done, just because we were so used to the Souls formula. But I mean, I have no issues with this game. I suck, like I said, but. Am I even two-handing this bow? I'm not. is it going? Anything Starlight? Yeet. Wrong button. Get in there. Fight that fucking thing. Now you push me when I'm going through my fucking art. Hello? Dude right in front of you. Attack it. Or come attack me. Yep, okay. Yeah, I think I'm done playing. I'm already getting kind of aggravated trying to talk and do all this shit at the same fucking time. This is not working. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little ramble, at least about Call of Duty. I know that was competent enough, but anything else? I guess I'll talk about my content. In terms of content and what I feel like doing, I'm pretty sure I wrote in the description, but I mainly just come or do whatever comes to mind. I have been streaming on my Twitch. That should be on my channel. Still trying to work out the kinks here and there, but so far so good. I definitely want to do, like, more gaming and try and get a lot better at that. Not that it'll happen easily, but it's an attempt. I wouldn't say influence, but my inspiration comes from like FaZe Jev. I really love FaZe Jev's videos and how he does what he wants while also talking at the same time. It's definitely what would be the word? I've already said it, but it's definitely influencing me because that's the kind of stance I want to take on my content. I don't want to have to, like I play a story game, for example, like I tried to with Jedi Survivor. I was like, oh, I'll make a video on this because, I want to play it again and I want to have fun with it and yada yada yada. And like, yeah, at the moment in time I was having fun, and then I'm sitting through the prologue and I'm not saying a word. And then they keep talking and talking and talking, which, yeah, it's a fucking story game. They're gonna talk, and But the idea was, I have like me talking about the game or about, as it plays and all that stuff. And I was like, I'd probably be a lot better if I just did how Jeb does his content. I'd probably be a lot better off, which so far I have been. At least in my opinion, I feel like this is a lot more competent than what I would have put out. I wish this fucking weapon would stagger, though. I mean, I'm enjoying myself talking about whatever I want. Is there anything? Ooh, okay, cool. I wouldn't be upset if I continued doing this, to say the very least. In terms of Twitch content, it's kind of just whatever. That's moving, ain't it? Yep. It's kind of just whatever happens. Um, either playing with my friends, or if I decide I do want to do a story game, and I can just stream it that way and be a lot better off. I definitely do want to continue streaming at least more often. I guess would be the word, because I haven't been doing that. But there's just really not a whole lot that I feel like I want to stream. At least not right now. Like, I definitely would stream this game 100%. That's a fucking dog. That's another one. They blend him with the fucking ground. But no, I'd stream this game. I don't know if I would do it with randoms, probably. Just kind of do what I'm doing now, but in a stream form. But I guess I'm still trying to work on my confidence in that aspect, because this is already hard enough for me anyway. Having to sit here and ramble to nothing but the person in the camera is certainly an interesting experience. One that I really don't care for. I mean, I'm definitely gonna do it. You know, this is what I've been wanting to do this since I was a kid. But I guess I just have better expectations of myself. I definitely have a perfectionist issue. Is that it? I thought was that the fucking boss? No, it wasn't. Don't lie to me. Because the tree sign was right here, or do they not have that? They might not have that. Maybe I'm tweaking. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I got so confused. Yeah, I genuinely don't remember where the fuck I was at. That's wild. Ah, fuck. They're trying to make me go eep. Stay away. Stairwell. With a bunch of treasure chests. Attacks inflict sleep. That actually might not be bad. Yeah, this is all like sleep stuff. I'll take both of them. Because if my attacks inflict sleep now, then that might be useful for whatever boss I have to go up against. That is a big ass fucking rune bear. As my game lags trying to keep up with this fucking thing. It did sleep though. It did sleep. Is it Eepin now? I think it's Eepin now. Yeah. Let's do that. As my game freezes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know if this is like a graphics card issue or if this game is unoptimized. I haven't really looked into it too deeply, but man, is that fucking annoying. What am I doing? Playing like I'm a fucking melee player. Yep, that's what I get, dumbass. Ow. I will say the using fucking holding Y and pressing your goddamn button for your ability is so fucking awful. At least in my opinion, it sucks so much. I actually got a stagger off that. Are you even? Or do I just... Nope. Okay. Can I get the attack off? Maybe. Nope. Unless... Nah, don't do it. Ooh, what the fuck? I don't think I've seen that on a goddamn rune bear before. Ooh, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. That's more eep. Why does it have the ability to do that? Such bullshit. Rains gather. Okay, I gotta go. And I haven't leveled up at all. Oh my god. Well, I'll have to hit that grace before I go to the one place. Oh, I should have came down here and fought this boss. Even though I'm only level 3 with dog shit gear because I don't know how to play the game. But hey, what can you do? Can only live and learn. I guess I could be playing with random people, but the idea of this video was to talk, not actually play the game, as goofy as that sounds. What did that drop? Talisman. I want the talisman. Don't kill me, please. Because I don't know what this boss fight's about to be. If it's fire-based, I'll be good to go. Run over here, please, and thank you. Did I make it in time? I did. Okay. Oh yeah, you guys hear about fucking Mind's Eye? Should have opened my fucking eyes. Jesus Christ. Oh, he's bullying me. Oh, is this the fucking demi-human one? Son of a bitch. But yeah, did you guys hear about Mind's Eye? That fucking awful dog shit game that came out? Former Rockstar devs? No wonder they're fucking former. And I mean, I'm sure people are going to defend it either way. At least they tried. Better than most companies can say. Fucking, I bet Ubisoft could have done a better goddamn job, and it's fucking Ubisoft. Where's this boss? I'm scared. Hello, Monsieur Boss. He's on top of me, isn't he? Oh, fucking shit. I didn't want to fucking use that ability. Come on, pussy, push me. But yeah, I've heard such awful things about that game, and I'm truly not surprised. It truly did look like just a god-awful fucking game. Well, I guess I can't say that. The beginning trailers, what the fuck? The beginning trailers were, at least they looked somewhat interesting. I can't say that it looked awful the whole way through. But they definitely could have done a lot better. I didn't need to heal, but well, I don't know why I did that. I can't jump spam. No, I don't have the stamina. Stop! Stop hurting me! I know it has the dude from Mafia 3. I don't know the voice actor's name. But he did Lincoln Clay, the main character. I'm sure he did a pretty good job, because Mafia 3 he did a really good job too. Shouldn't be wasting this, but oh well. I just feel bad that it has to be on such a game that had some thought put into it, but not enough to make it a good one. Because his portrayal is Lincoln, like I said, was really good. Everything about that game was really good, at least in my opinion. I tried playing the older Mafias, and I just couldn't get behind the linear storytelling, because obviously it's an older game. They weren't really thinking, it's a fucking gargoyle, come on, man. They weren't really thinking in terms of, like, open world, you know? So I really can't blame them for that, but Mafia 3, though repetitive, just, it gives me a better feeling overall. I mean, I'm not doing bad damage. This motherfucker just buffs himself and obliterates my fucking coochie. Attack, attack, attack. Okay, let's not use this bow. Give me the mighty shot one. I don't know if I hate the twin blade. Okay, game lagged. Yep, I hate the twin blade version more. Okay, I need to start dodging in. And I'm out of flasks. Ah. Go in the storm! I'm talking about myself. Ah. Do I have any... Please tell me there's berries. Is there any berries? Halle Berry, are you here? There fucking isn't. Shit out of luck. And my game lagged! How the fuck am I dodging? Hello? Switching back to the axe. Much more manageable. Oh my god. If I beat this boss, I'm calling it a night. Okay. Wait, why am I still alive? Did I have something on me that allows me to cheat death? Or is that like a solo thing? No, because I died straight out last time. Or maybe because it's a boss, they give you one free one? I don't know. Take my ultimate, bitch. Not that it did much damage anyway, but... He's gonna spin right at me. I really wish people would stop falling for developers fucking and... Ooh, 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 ooh. Fuck! Like, especially Mind's Eye, to get back on that topic. Fuck! They didn't even send out review codes, like, at all. And that's like the biggest red flag I can even possibly think of, is not sending out reviews. It seems so weird. Excuse me. It just screams out red flags. Even Cyberpunk, when they knew their game was shit, they still sent out review codes, and they were like, here, see how dog shit it is. See that we're not lying about how bad it is. And I mean, I'm sure they still got shit for it, but at least they put it out there and was willing to be like, yeah, this game is gonna be bad. You're just letting you know. But I think I've rambled for long enough, and I think you've seen me eat shit for long enough, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you want more of this, or if you want more of a book, or fuck, if you do want long form content where I don't say a fucking word beside or during like story segments and I just talk about the game. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Anything to bring enjoyment to others, because that's pretty much what I'm fucking here for. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.